Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video. Today I would like to address something that has been coming to my attention more and more lately. I am a part of some groups on social media that are focusing on reading and collecting comic books and collected editions. And there has been a question asked more and more lately. And that question is, where do I start reading X-Men? Now we are talking about the X-Men comic books, the original material upon which the movies and the animated shows were based. And let me tell you, getting into X-Men is not that easy, nor it is that difficult. I will elaborate. It would probably be best explained when compared with DC Comics' Batman. Now, Batman, the comic books, they have many standalone, one-and-done stories that could be read without any huge and vast knowledge of what had been written before. You only have to know that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and he dresses as a bat and fights crime in Gotham City. And his parents were killed when he was a little child, and he made a promise to himself that he would rid Gotham City of crime. Well, and that's really it. You can then choose and pick each or any really story that you would like that comes to your attention or that people recommend to you. Now, on the other hand, the X-Men from Marvel Comics, they have a beautiful and tremendous long history of ongoing series. Let's say that starting with Giant Size X-Men #1 by Len Wein and Dave Cockrum, there was one huge, long, epic narrative, epic story since basically the 1990s, or until the 1990s, until the half of the 1990s. So, and each and every of these issues really depends on the previous issues and what had been written before. So my recommendation is, if you want to start reading X-Men, you've got a couple of choices that you could make. You could either start reading the Silver Age X-Men by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but this could be considered to be quite a tedious read by many modern readers. Let's say many Golden and Silver Age comic books are this way. Or you could start with Giant Size X-Men by Len Wein and Dave Cockrum, but then you have to continue reading issue by issue, later illustrated by John Byrne and written by the perfect master writer Chris Claremont. And as far as the reading order goes, there are many of them on YouTube. I recommend you watch the channel Near Mint Condition. Omar there has got many reading orders of comic book series, not only X-Men, but Batman and Spider-Man and Thor, and basically any superhero that you can imagine. So reading the Giant Size X-Men and then continuing further, that's a huge task. So if you want to dedicate your time to that, I urge you to do that. It's worth it, absolutely. I have done that many times before, and I am most certainly going to reread Chris Claremont's X-Men once again. And or if you want to read more modern stuff, it would be, I think, okay for a new reader to start reading New X-Men by Grant Morrison, and then continue with the Astonishing X-Men, right? I would not really recommend a new reader to start with House of X and Powers of 10 that came out 2 years ago. You still need to have quite a vast knowledge of X-Men title and the individual characters. Or you could get yourself a copy of Ed Piskor's X-Men Grand Design. It came out in several paperbacks, but also in an omnibus edition. And it's basically an illustrated comic book history of X-Men, starting with the beginnings, really, and tracing the history of X-Men until I think the end of the 1990s. So you could do either of these things. But the gist of this video was to explain why is it so difficult to get into X-Men in comparison with, let's say, Batman. So there you go. Don't forget to check out, as I said, Name and Conditions channel, and that will be all from me, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to dislike this video if you didn't like it, or like this video if you liked it, and yeah, that will be all. See you soon. Bye.